Hello, welcome to the May update. Yes, April disappeared. Starting with a warning. So, unexploded ordnance on this beach beyond this point, it may explode and kill you. So Darcy and I, hello Darcy, come on, are not going any further that way. What makes it particularly interesting is, and there's one over there which, I don't know if I'm getting it in, basically says just keep out, full stop. But what's really interesting is that all of the cliffs are being eroded here really quickly because they're just soil. So the stuff that is clearly in some sort of area unexploded is disappearing onto the beach at times. But yeah, we are on holiday, Darcy and I. A beautiful part of southern Yorkshire. I think it's southern. I'll get in trouble if anyone knows Yorkshire better. There's definitely a lot of Yorkshire north of here. So we're down on a peninsula that comes out past Hull, and we're staying in a place called Withensea, which is where I actually came last year for a writing holiday as well. So had a whole week this time, had a really lovely time. Sadly today's the last full day, and managed to get a lot of writing done. So Wanderer book 10, I actually went to my editor a couple of days ago, which is awesome news, and I've also got a lot of writing and transcription done on some weirdly normal stories. So there's 4 or 5 more which will come out in the collection. I'm going to do with all the weirdly normal stories, but they will be those ones won't be published anywhere else. I just got a break here and show this amazing view. So the cliffs are very rapidly disappearing, and where we're parked there's a road that just stops because it's eroded away over the years. So it's driving straight out towards the cliff and the sea now, and there's some houses that are gone already and some that are definitely in danger. Again, this a bit in various places around the UK coast, some nearer to where we live as well, but it is particularly bad here, and because it's got the North Sea coming in, and it really is just crumbly soil, as you can see. So I've got that done, a few other short stories done, done a lot of work on mindset as well. So got a bit overwhelmed by the day job over the last month and a half, which is why there was no update in April. Just really getting caught up with stuff and too tired, and then getting in those bad habits of staying up late, stuck on watching YouTube videos and things like that, and not actually achieving anything, and then not sleeping well, and then getting up the next day and still not feeling good, so not doing anything. And I feel much better when I'm writing and creating stories. And so yeah, hopefully this is going to be a kick-off point for getting a lot more stuff done. Lots of ways to tackle. One of the biggest problems with all the stories and everything is it can just seem like such a big task, especially when you're at the start, or even when you're in the middle and you know you've got maybe another 40 or 50,000 words to write or to edit. It is very easy to get overwhelmed by that, and also to not feel like you're making any progress. So try and put a few different ideas in place to try and help with that, and so hopefully that'll mean a lot more writing. It's been a bit intermittent with Wanderer 10. I've had some bursts of managing that and doing really well, and then some bursts of pretty much hitting a brick wall and stopping. So getting there, and hopefully with more stories. So in terms of timing, it probably means Wanderer 10 is 2 or 3 months out. I don't know exactly, it depends how long it takes to come back from my editor and what time I get to put everything together. But it's definitely on its way. Those who have backed me on Patreon will get the rough copy, the beta copy, at the same time as the beta readers do. Obviously you don't have to read it then. They will also get the final copy, which will be published, but they'll get that, I think it's at least 10 days or 2 weeks, I said, before it's published. So absolutely, you know, there's the choice of both, either reading it a little bit earlier but knowing it's going to have a few mistakes in it, most likely, well, definitely, as my beta readers know, and otherwise still getting it a little bit earlier. And that's just $5 a month, which is the same as the cost of the book will be, and you do get, as well as a load of other benefits, you will get every single book that I publish will have the same. We'll again get that free. Every novel I publish, probably not the short stories, but every novel I publish will get the beta version. The reason not for the short stories is because quite often they've been betaed over a period of time, and so there isn't really a beta version of the whole thing. It's just put together from stories that have already been published or beta read. Waffling now. and yeah, so there are other benefits in there as well. So if you're interested in subscribing and backing me in that way, it would be amazing. Thank you so much to the people who are already. It means a huge amount to know that people love my stuff so much that they're willing to stump up money every month. And obviously this isn't the greatest of times for people financially, I know as well, so if you can't do that, then I absolutely understand. On that note, I'm actually also trying to get all the books, first of all the Wanderer series. I'm redoing the paperbacks and I'm producing hardbacks, so we've got up to book 5 done now. And the idea there is, as well as we had to offer the print copies, I'd like to try and get the Wanderer series as an ebook and as paperback or hardback if possible into lots of libraries. So if you're really looking forward to book 10, money's tight right now. Another option would be to get in touch with your local library. They will generally take requests, especially for ebooks, to get them in so you can read them. So I'll put out more details about that in probably a few weeks, maybe next month's update. I'm determined there will be a next month's update. I'm not going to skip another one. Other than that, this is the life. Now, if only Steven Spielberg would just take up the Wanderer series, I can retire and do this all the time. But it is rather beautiful. And the weather has been absolutely amazing. It's slightly cloudier now. It's been really warm today and most of the day's here. So, from me and from Darcy, who is on her second of 3 walks today, because we're doing 3 long walks every day, despite the fact she's 13. She is nattering to go every time she's had a bit of a rest. So from the 2 of us, until next time, happy reading.